Hello. So, if you're thinking about growing your family through adoption or surrogacy here in Nigeria, you have come to the right place. Think of this as your personal guide, yeah? We're going to give you all the practical info you need before you even think about stepping into a lawyer's office.
It's a beautiful dream, the dream of parenthood. But let's be real for a minute. The whole process can feel, well, overwhelming. There's so much information, so many different steps. It's easy to just feel completely lost before you even start. We get it. We really do.
But look, here's the good news. A little bit of preparation, it goes a very, very long way. Our goal today is simple, yeah? We want to give you the practical steps you can start taking right now. This is going to save you time, save you money, and, you know it, save you plenty of wahala. All right, let's get into it.
So first things first, let's talk about the big question. Why does all this prep work even matter? Well, think of it like building a house. You need to lay a solid foundation before you can even dream of putting up the walls. This right here, this is your foundation. You see, being prepared isn't just about being organized. It has a real impact. You'll save money on legal fees because your lawyer won't be starting from zero. You'll avoid those simple but very costly mistakes. And most important of all, you're helping your lawyer move faster to protect the main thing, your parental rights and, of course, the best interests of the child.
So where do you begin? Let's get into the practical homework you can start doing today all by yourself to get this whole process moving.
Your very first big decision is which path you're going to take. Now, with adoption, your journey is pretty much guided by state laws and the child's rights framework. But with surrogacy, the whole legal side of things is different. You might hear about traditional surrogacy or gestational, which uses IVF and is way more common now. Because surrogacy is still kind of new, there isn't one big law for it in Nigeria. And that means the strength of your contracts, that becomes your main legal protection. Okay, here's your first checklist. Before you do anything else, check if you're even eligible based on your state's rules, things like age and marital status. Then you have to be honest about the budget. List out everything you can think of, agency fees, maybe IVF cycles, and last, but this one is non-negotiable, make sure you are only dealing with government-approved agencies or properly licensed clinics. Please, no shortcuts here. All right, next up is what I like to call the power move, getting all your documents in order. Now, this might sound boring, but trust me on this one. It is the secret to a much, much smoother process. Now, listen to this one. Seriously, this one tip is a total game changer. Just get one folder, I don't care if it's a physical one or on your computer, and put every single piece of paper in there. Your ID, marriage certificate, bank statements, put everything inside. Just doing this one thing, I'm telling you, can cut weeks, not days, weeks off your timeline, for real. Okay, for the adoption route, the government wants to see a full picture of the home a child is coming into. So that means your official IDs, of course, but also papers that prove you're stable, like pay slips to show your financial capacity, and even character references from your boss or your pastor to show you're a responsible person. Start gathering these things now. Now, for the surrogacy route, the documents are more about medical and contract proof. You'll need a medical report that officially says surrogacy is the recommended path for you. You'll also need a draft of the surrogacy agreement itself. Just think of it like this. Because there's no law already written for you, you are basically writing the rules for your own journey with these documents. And this brings us to a very, very important warning. Verbal promises mean almost nothing in this process. I will do it, don't worry, no. Every single thing must be in writing. Every agreement, every payment, every consent form. Keep copies of everything. Your paper trail is your best friend if any argument comes up later. Okay, now for a very important section. Let's talk about the common mistakes, the things that cause stress and delays, and more importantly, how you can dodge them and avoid all that unnecessary wahala. Let's just face the biggest one head on. This is a question we hear all the time, and there is so much confusion around it. So what is the real answer? Okay, here is the answer, plain and simple. Surrogacy is not illegal in Nigeria. But, and this is a big but, it is unregulated. What that means is there's no single big law that covers everything. And that right there is exactly why having a rock-solid contract, checked by a good lawyer, isn't just a suggestion. OMO, it is your #1 protection. Let's quickly clear up a few more myths, shall we? Yes, foreigners can adopt, but the rules for them are usually stricter. An adoption order feels final, but trust me, it can be challenged if the proper legal steps were not followed from the beginning. And finally, no, not just any clinic can do surrogacy. Proper licensing is so important to protect you, the surrogate, and the child.
So you've done your homework, you've gathered your papers, you know the myths from the facts. Now you are ready for the final step, meeting your lawyer.
Just imagine walking into that first meeting with all this. Your folder, with all your papers neatly arranged, a simple timeline of who you've talked to and what you've already done, and a clear, realistic budget. You will immediately change the entire conversation from, so where do we start, to, okay, here's our strategy.
Now you can be the one to lead that strategy meeting. Don't just answer their questions, ask your own. You can use this list right here. Ask them what's the safest legal route for your situation. Ask for a realistic timeline. And please, most importantly, get very clear on exactly how your parental rights will be secured from day one.
And you see, that's what this is all about. All this prep work isn't just about ticking boxes on a list. It's about taking control of your own journey. It's about building a solid, secure foundation so that you can build your family with confidence and with peace of mind.
So, after going through all of this, the final question is for you. You now have the tools, the checklists, you know what to do. You've done the hard work to prepare. The question is, are you ready to take that next exciting step and build your family?